What if I told you that the biggest winners of recent tech layoffs aren't the companies making headlines for downsizing, by the way, but rather the smaller, lesser-known firms quietly scooping up elite talent? Well, behind every round of layoffs, a big tech giant slices strategic shift in how innovation is distributed across the markets. Now, these changes are not random, by the way. They're reshaping the foundations of who builds the next wave of technology, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to uncover the surprising beneficiaries of these workforce reductions and then following the path of top engineers, designers, data scientists, and product leaders, right, as they move into new arenas. Now, you're about to see where the smartest minds in tech are going and what it means for the future of innovation and how you can benefit, right, in your own career. So why tech layoffs in the first place are happening? Well, even in the world where AI stocks are booming, NASDAQ is hitting new highs, the layoffs has not stopped. Companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, and Salesforce have deep cuts to their teams, right? Some for the first time in over a decade. So what's driving all of this? Well, in part, it's about optimization, right? Companies are aggressively shifting resources towards AI research, automation, and cloud services. Teams that once supported non-core products or experimental initiatives are being downsized, right? Well, it's not just about costs either. Some companies are also cutting talent in anticipation of future market correction. Others are preparing for leaner, more agile operations models. Now, the corporate giants are recalibrating, and many highly qualified professionals are being caught in the middle. So which categories are the most affected? Let me give you a breakdown of those, right? So in the tech industry, layoffs are primarily impacting teams not directly involved in core AI research, automation, or cloud services. Now, this includes primarily the non-core product teams, role products initiatives that are no longer central to the company's strategy. Others are like experimental initiatives, teams working on speculative or early stage projects that are being scaled back. And then operations, right? Not explicitly mentioned as a primary target, but support operations or any role that is less critical or could be affected as the companies seek leaner models. And then what is the market correction, right? Basically, it's suggesting broader impact of various roles as companies prepare for potential economic downturns either. And also rather to focus on one specific professional category, right? So basically there's a shift of resources rather than targeting specific job titles. But the underlying trend is not directly contributing to the AI or efficiency push. Well, the new jobs are being created in tech industry, and that's where the beauty is, right? Tech industry is evolving constantly with new technology, and trends are shaping the roles that are being created. Let me give you some of the most exciting new jobs in the tech industry, and that's the good news, right? So one is the layoffs, the other is the new roles. For example, the ML or AI specialist, right? What is the role of this? Responsible for developing and improving AI algorithms, machine learning. Now, they work in various industries, including healthcare, finance, and robotics. So that's something where you want to get into, right? But what do you need? You need to have expertise in Python, TensorFlow, data science, math, right? Now, why is this growing so much? Because, of course, AI is becoming the core component of tech, component for every company out there, right? For example, computer vision, autonomous systems, and so on. Second job, AI ethics specialist. That's something that you want to get into. So this role focuses on ensuring that AI technologies are developed and implemented in ways that are ethical and responsible. So if you have a social science background, well, this is a role that you want to get into, right? Well, skills that you need for this: understanding AI technology, ethics, law, and public policy. So why is this growing? As AI becomes more prevalent, concerns around privacy, bias, and accountability are increasing, making this role critical for enterprise organizations. Next is quantum computing engineer. That's a new word, right? Well, it's building and improving quantum computing algorithms. And if you're really into high tech or math computations, that's the role you want to get into. What are some of the skills? You need to have quantum mechanics, programming like linear algebra, computational theories, right? You need to be good at those. So why is this quantum engineer growing, right? Because it's promising, revolutionizing cryptography or material science for that matter. Next is the data privacy officer. That's something role that are coming up because they ensure the organizations comply with data protection regulations like GDPR and develop privacy policies for handling sensitive user data. What are some of the skills that you need? You need deep knowledge of data protection laws, risk management, information security, for example, right? And why is this growing? With increasing data breaches and stricter privacy laws worldwide, companies are hiring privacy officers to safeguard user data and ensure regulatory compliance, like GDPR, HIPAA. My favorite, the DevOps engineer, cloud native. While DevOps engineers manage the deployments of operations of software applications in the cloud, build pipelines, they focus on automating processes, improving collaboration between teams, and ensure efficient scaling. So what skills are needed for a DevOps engineer? You need to be good at AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, or one of them, right? Docker, Kubernetes, automation tools, and CI/CD pipelines. So why is this growing? With increasing cloud-native applications, the demand for DevOps engineers who can work across distributed systems has skyrocketed. So next is AI-powered cybersecurity specialists. This role, or these professionals, use AI tools to predict, detect, and mitigate cyber threats, making cybersecurity systems smarter and more adaptive. What are some of the skills, right? Knowledge of machine learning, cybersecurity principles, threat detection, and incident response. Why is it growing? Cybersecurity is becoming more complex cyber threats involved, right? Because AI-driven tools are needed to proactively address them. Number 8 is UI, UX designer, voice-based, right? Because they focus on creating intuitive user interfaces and experiences for voice-activated devices, because the future is all conversational AI, like Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or even other voice-over clones, right? So you need to be good at UX principles, voice technology platforms. And why is this growing? Because voice-activated technology becomes more prevalent, right? This AI-driven content creator, right? Because you use AI tools to assist in creating content, such as writing articles, generating images, and producing videos, often for marketing, explainer videos, media purposes. What do you need? You need creativity, proficiency in AI content generation, prompting, right? Strong understanding of digital marketing as well. So the reason why it's growing is because demand for personalized and automated content is increasing, and AI tools make content creation faster and more efficient. Layoff may seem like an end, but in reality, they triggered a hidden revolution. So we're watching a redistribution of talent, energy, and innovation unlike anything in the tech world has seen before. Companies quietly hiring today may become the giants of tomorrow. So watch out for these startups. Professionals laid off yesterday are the ones building the next wave of platforms, products, and possibilities. So the question is, are you watching from the sideline, or are you adapting to this? Ultimate aspect is that we're just shifting from one place to the other, right? We're in the transitional phase. And this is a big opportunity for existing engineers, DevOps engineers, solutions architects, certified individuals to basically move and shift their skills. You already have skills, by the way, so you don't need to have extra amount of new skills. It's just positioning yourself in a way to adapt to the new AI world. Thanks for watching. Let me know in comments down below where you are in your career path journey, what you're currently doing, where you want to be. I'll be more than happy to answer. Thanks again. My name is Syed. I'll see you guys next time.